Alright, so this is the start of video 3 for our operator training. This is Vapid from Vapid Flats SMP or Classic server, vapidflats.com as well. So right now I'm looking at a build that's been griefed pretty bad, and we're going to see if we can figure out who did it. I've already taken some time to kind of look around this build, and it looks like it's a little bit harder to figure out who's done this than normal. So I'm going to kind of use all the commands at my disposal to try to find out who has done this. One of my operators, he's not aware that I'm here right now, but one of my operators is also looking at this build. So also sorry for the lag. I'm also rendering my part 2 video at the same time I'm recording my part 3 video and running 2 servers. So we might get a little bit of lag. So I'm going to see if I can figure this out, who actually destroyed this, because this was not destroyed the last time I was here on this map in video 2, which in real time was not very long ago. I'm gonna highlight this guy here and see what we can find out. Oops, TW. Did I get that right? 04. I'm gonna do 5400. Let's see. He hasn't been around, so I can't see what he's done. So I don't think it was him. But this was recent. This is interesting. I've not actually found a build like this. Somebody has done this build. I'm going to go back and see if I can find what this build looked like originally, and see if I can find the original corners. Oh, I suppose it helps if I what was it? Restore. Sorry. I guess this is a pretty good command to know as well. Restore allows you to go back to a previous backup. So this level has 804 backups, but I'm going to use Museum. Guest. .804. Let's see what this looks like. Let's see. So this is still here. So it looks like this is the corner block. So this is what it looks like when it's actually nice and built. So I'm going to actually copy this while I'm here. See, I'm just going to copy it just so I can bring it over to the other map. So that's copied. But I'm going to also see if I can figure out who did this. So go to guest. And see if we can figure out who did this. So the original starting blocks were somewhere around here. Oh, whoops. Let me do static B. Oh. Static B. And that one I did just destroy. But I'm going to see. See, there's no records at all. So this is the corner block. Wow, I'm impressed. So whoever destroyed this did a pretty good job at not showing who they were. Huh. I'm going to use this and just go ahead and paste in the original build. And a lot of the times after weird stuff like that happens, it's best to use the save command. Save guest. And what that will do is hopefully prevent anything like this from happening or going away. Sometimes when you used to leave a map, sometimes it would actually be destroyed again. and that was just an issue, and hopefully they'll be able to fix that in the latest patches and things like that for this server software. But anyways, that's kind of what it's like to go ahead and try to find out who has destroyed something. Sometimes it's pretty hard to figure out who's done something. Oops, I still had the paste command. Undo. 8. There we go. So let me go ahead and use abort, and we're going to do static. All right. So it says I destroyed this block. That's because I just pasted a whole bunch of stuff. But let's see if we can look back a little bit. Yeah, I can't really tell who's done this. You know, the latest updates to this server software, I think the undo logs and things like that have been getting a little bit of funky. I mean, it's kind of weird that you don't get the full history all the time, and it's just kind of misbehaving a little bit. Hopefully they can kind of narrow it down and fix that code again. So anyways, that was just an example of doing ways you can fix builds. I used the museum command to go back to a previous time, a previous backup, and I went in there and I stole the block data and brought it back out and pasted it back down, so this person's build stayed intact and it's all nice. So anyways, I will go over what's the next command. Well, the next few commands are physics, so we're going to go ahead and talk about that. Hold on, let me talk to this guy real quick. So anyways, I'm going to try not to chat to him too much, but let's go ahead and go back to my op map. Oops. So we're going to go ahead and play with physics a little bit here. Let's go ahead and let's turn physics on here. So physics. Now this is kind of going to get into the little bit of a touchy area with physics. Physics can break the server pretty good. So you want to really be careful with what you're doing with physics, and make sure you kind of have a basic understanding of how it works before you start going crazy and flooding maps and things like that. So anyways, let's go ahead and start. We're going to turn physics on to level 3. Now physics, that would put it on hardcore, and basically what hardcore means is that explosions can happen. Blocks can be destroyed by explosions. Physics level 1 and 2, explosions can't happen. So if you use gun space explosion and you have it on physics 1, you could still use gun, but it's not going to go and destroy builds like crazy. So be careful, make sure you understand what you want. You should never ever set any map outside of like survival or your own personal maps to physics level 3. There is absolutely no reason why you should put a guest map on physics level 3. Actually, guest maps should only ever be on physics level 1. So anyways, that's a little bit about physics. Now let's go ahead and play with physics a little bit. So let's go ahead and do zombie. Whoops. Zombie spawn. We'll spawn a bunch of zombies. I'm not going to go into detail about the command, but it's just going to show you what physics can do. I'm doing random 100. So this is going to spawn one round of zombies, 1 second for each round. So we only have one round, so it doesn't really matter how many seconds I put, and it's going to spawn 100 zombies. And apparently I forgot to put the little / in that command, so let's go ahead and do it again. There we go. Alright. So that spawned a bunch of zombies. And they're all falling to Earth to go ahead and kill everybody. So this is really about the maximum amount of zombies that you're going to want on a map. And 100. That means, so let's put it this way. If you are doing rounds with this command, so you have 10 waves, you would only want to do 10 zombies for each wave. So that would be zombie spawn. God, I did it again. Why do I keep hitting the S? You would do random. I think it's 10 rounds. Each round could be 60 seconds apart, and we're only going to do 10 zombies per round, and that would create 100 zombies after everything was said and done. So that's your max. You don't want to do more than 10 zombies for each round if you have 10 rounds. Of course, if you only have 5 rounds, you can do 20 zombies for each round. So you get the math, obviously. Just be careful with this command. It can really backfire. So as you can see down below, my zombies are nice and slow, and that's because of the physics speed that has been set on this map. What we want to do is go ahead and increase their speed. So we're going to talk about the physics speed command. And you do, I believe, need to be in the operator rank. You know, and I honestly can't remember if you have to be a super op or not, but let's just do this. Map PS for physics speed, and we're going to go ahead and change it to 400. And so right now it looks like I might have already had it set to 400. I like 400 because it's nice and slow, although this looks like a little bit of a challenge. I mean, with a lot of zombies around, that could kind of, you know, be a challenge. Let's go ahead and change it to lower. Map physics speed, let's do 250. Oops. There we go. And now they're kind of speeding up a little bit. We can start to see that they're a little bit more of a challenge. So that's what physics speed's all about. Physics speed you got to be careful with as well. Just like anything with physics, it can cause you a lot of trouble when your server can't handle it. My server, honestly, the computer I run my server with is pretty darn powerful. It can handle just about anything. Obviously, this is just a classic server anyways. But the problem is the code that's hidden behind the server that the software runs, that can't handle physics very high. So that's what's going on there. And I'm sure it has to do with you know, sending information across the network. I'm sure that does something with it too. But anyways, you get the idea. We're going to go ahead and do map physics speed 400. We're going to get that back up to normal. And we're going to go ahead and do map, zombies spawn. And we're going to do X, and that should destroy most of those zombies. Sometimes it doesn't get them all, and you have to go in there and do it again, but it, for the most part, will grab everything. So the next few commands that we're going to go over, I'll see how many I can get in this video. We're already at almost 14 minutes, so we'll just do active cold water and talk a little bit about that. So let's make a little area. Oh, whoops. Oops. There we go. So let's make a little place for our active water. And there we are. Active water. And this will actually kill people. If they go in it, it will tell them that they were in too cold water and they froze. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about this in the next video. I've run out of time on this one. So thanks for watching.